coming up. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Dean Kramer. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things. To a postseason series and get swept. You want to feel like you've had a chance. You've worked so hard to get here. They've still got a long way to go, but after this win in Game 4, maybe, just maybe, they feel like they've got a chance.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
12-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it kind of proved to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And into the box for ball.
Series, you got to be kidding me. This team is not going to be able to sleep tonight. What an exciting ball game, and what a way to finish. A legendary moment in World Series history.
welcome. Thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. It's been a heck of a series so far, Siggy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You know, Boog, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been a Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Kyle Bradish.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same. Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we can lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Schaub saying so long. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. What a memorable World Series this has been, and the entire season comes down to this. Game 7, Chris.
Yeah, this has been the World Series we were all hoping for, Boog. Back and forth. Neither team given an inch, even when it looks like their season's about to come to an end. This has been fantastic stuff, and I'm excited for us and for all of you out there to see how this unfolds.
Every broadcaster's dream, Singy, calling Game 7 of the World Series. I'm excited to do it with you. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go, and on the mound.
Congratulations to the champs. Game 7 of the World Series. Every player on both sides comes to the ballpark knowing that this is it. This team got it done. They've been a special club all year long, and it's fitting they win it all in a special series.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down to the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.